Britain is in denial about race. A black boy is 3 times as likely to be excluded from school than the rest of his classmates. Job hunters with white-sounding names are called to interview far more often than those with African or Asian-sounding names. And black people receive harsher criminal sentences for the possession of drugs, even though they use drugs at a much lower rate than their white counterparts. Education, employment, and the criminal justice system. These stats look like the worst of the United States' problem with racism. But they aren't about the US. They're about the UK. Britain is in a state of denial. We pretend that we are colourblind, but the stats prove we are anything but. And instead of confronting the country's tortured relationship with race and racism, we numb ourselves with posh period dramas and import our black history from the US. We cheer on the legacy of empire with no real examination for what it meant for white dominance across the globe. And we pretend that racism only affects people of colour. But racism has a political purpose. In marginalising some, it bolsters others. So until white people come to terms with Britain's racist legacy, we won't move forward. White people need to speak out about institutional racism, not deny its existence. A country's willingness to challenge racism is an indication of its progress. Insisting that you haven't got a racist bone in your body is not enough to address injustice. It's your actions, not your beliefs, that prove your commitment to change.